Hello, and welcome to the first in our new employee video series called Hot Topics, where we look at issues that matter to you. Think of it as 60 minutes for county employees, but with me as your host, and it only lasts 20 minutes. Today we're going to hear from employees and leaders on one of the biggest issues that you raised in last year's employee survey and ESJ workshops: professional development and career opportunities. You told us we need to do more to support your development. About half of you said that you were satisfied with the opportunities available to achieve your career goals at King County. 48% said you understand how you can advance your career here. 56% said you have sufficient opportunities to attend training to improve your skills and knowledge. It's clear that we aren't doing enough to provide genuine, equitable career development and growth opportunities for all employees. And that's something that I am committed to fixing. That's because I want King County to be a place where you can pursue your passion for public service and take your career in a wide range of directions. We've had employees who were hired as interns and rose to become department directors. We've had employees who've worked in vastly different roles at many departments during their careers. Today we're going to hear three employees discuss the path their careers have taken at King County and the secrets of their success. It's also important to me that King County is a learning organization. I want you to be able to learn new skills and techniques so that you can not only take advantage of opportunities that arise, but you can serve your customers better. When we learn new skills, we're able to innovate, to do things differently, and that's how day by day we get better. That's continuous improvement. Today we will hear from employees on our learning and development team about the training and career support services that are available, and also from employees who have benefited from those services. Last, we'll look at a case study on a new King County program that's providing targeted development opportunities for administrative professionals. Administrative professionals are the backbone of many of our operations, and yet in the past we've not done a good job of recognizing their efforts and providing meaningful career progression opportunities. This is a great program, one that we are partnering with labor in developing, and one that I hope we can replicate for other employees. In 2012, we began rebuilding the learning and development function of the county because you told us it was important to you. The recent employee survey and ESJ workshop show that we've made progress, but we still have more work to do to make these opportunities available to all employees. I hope you take some new information away from the rest of this show that you can apply to your career so that you can learn, grow, and better perform the work you're passionate about doing for the people of King County. Thank you.
Regardless of where people are in the county, no matter what job they serve in, people have aspirations, and we want to provide opportunity to everybody in the area of aspirations. They may be exposed to things in their job that pique an interest, and we have many, many jobs here, and so we want to be able to facilitate that. We're rare in that we provide a variety of services, and there are ways to provide those services, from technical support, being a customer service agent, to being human resources or engineering. And we want to be able to provide opportunities for people to seek those out and to succeed in them.
My first job was actually working as a medical records clerk in the King County Correctional Facility downtown. That was back in 2002. And it was just basic filing, alphabetizing, answering phones, that type of thing.
First job in King County for the Department of Adult and Juvenile Detention was as a corrections officer. In 1989, I was hired. I've had many different roles along the way. Well, as an officer, I had a role in training. I worked in various areas within the operation. Back then, we were one division. Today, we're 5 divisions.
My first job at King County Metro was a on-call customer information specialist. Well, starting on call in the call center, I kind of just worked my way through it. It's a good place to learn about the entire organization. so you get to understand the entire bus system.
You know, it's taken a kind of funny turn. So I started in medical records and started down an administrative track to being an assistant for the division director, and also showing interest as being a project manager. So I took specialized training in project management and took some project management roles on into compliance and accreditation, and that led to my role at the Department of Adult and Juvenile Detention as the PREA coordinator a couple of years ago. And then I recently, over the past year, have jumped into an operations role, which is very new for me.
Well, coming into the department, I had a background in training and development, and one of the areas that I excelled in as a young woman was athletics, and I applied those skills and into working for the YMCA full-time as a fitness coordinator for the main Seattle facility downtown here in Seattle. I think just that background of athletics and competition, it seemed that a lot of those skills and that influence that I had as a young woman applied very well here in my role as a corrections officer, and inspired me significantly to seek a lot more training. Coming in as entry level, I realized there was so much I didn't know about the role and the duties and the complexity of the jail operation with the criminal justice system. And I spent a considerable amount of time seeking training opportunities both externally, outside of the organization, as well as at the Criminal Justice Training Commission and other specialty courses I could get my hands on.
I started on call. Next stop was full-time. Next stop after that, I was the senior information specialist, kind of leading the call center. And I went from there to assistant chief, a little bigger responsibilities, followed by chief. Then we started getting into some technology, so I saw some interest in that area, kind of started to pursue that, and went to a Transportation Planner 3, followed by a Project Program Manager 4, followed by a Supervisor/Superintendent of Customer Communication and Services. And from there I moved to Assistant Manager. I picked a lot of brains and just asked a lot of questions, so mentoring was big for me. I would definitely follow my boss or supervisors around on a regular basis. I'd volunteer for assignments. I would take any classes that were being offered free. And then I'd volunteer for any like new process improvement type things. So recently I was involved with some lean stuff. I had studied lean, but I still wanted to get the county's perspective on how they did it. So just being busy, and you know, kind of that old adage of if you want to be a certain thing, you should hang out with those type of folks. I think that's played well for me.
So my advice is really multi-pronged. I mean, one is really seek out opportunities. Talk to your supervisor, look online, talk to your HR professional. There are opportunities online on the King County website. We have a resource center. We have special duty opportunities, and then we actually ask you to engage with your supervisor about a career growth plan. We want to make sure that we are an employer who provides fair and equitable opportunities to really all employees, regardless of where they are in the organization.
We've known for a long time as an HR community that training is important, but it's really been brought home to us by our employees themselves. The county's employees, through the every 3-year survey and now the soon-to-be annual survey, have told us, and employees have told their managers, that in order to meet their career goals and to maintain sort of fluency in their existing job, even if they don't want a new job, they want access to training.
Accessing training opportunities was a key issue in the 2015 employee survey, with 56% of employees saying they have sufficient opportunities to attend training. The county is working hard to broaden the availability of classes and professional development services, and now offers around 100 classroom-based trainings thousands of online courses through KC e-learning, and an employee resource centre to help with career growth.
Well, I've taken some of the county trainings, and the microaggression and the disability language etiquette and customer service training was very useful. I feel like it opened up my mind. With the microaggression class, it was kind of the specific set of circumstances that made that class great. The disability and the disability language etiquette and customer service training was good for being aware of your surroundings, the people that you're serving, and the people that you're working with.
Yeah, so first I'll just say my name is Philip Browning and I'm addicted to KC e-learning, and here's why. And this would be my advice to anybody that hasn't tapped into that resource, is it's free. And so where you would think, I'm gonna go buy a book, anytime you think that, go out to KC e-learning. Is the book already available? Can I access that information? It's free and it's available to you. So even if it's on a topic that I may not directly link to my profession, but I'm interested in it as a person, go out and tap into that. I'm interested in certifications. I know there's a Java certification program that you can take out there. So there's really a lot of resources to tap into, and it seems a shame that it's free. And you can just go out and do it. You can do it on your free time because you have mobile devices. You can do it, well, I can't say that you can do it at work. That would be up to your manager, but this resource is available. We all want to grow and do excellent work, and it's a great opportunity to be able to do that.
Topics in general range anywhere from business skills to desktop publishing, Microsoft courses. Pretty much anything you can think of is out on Skillsoft.
But training is only one side of the learning and development coin. The county also has a career support services group that is dedicated to helping employees build their career advancement skills.
So our staff provides a multitude of services, and some of those services are to provide job search services, which are helping them with their resumes, and including their transferable skills, identifying transferable skills and how they can use that in the process, looking at the interviewing skills, doing some training on interviewing skills, but also some one-on-one personalized mock interviews that are very specialized to the position that they're applied for. Coaching them, getting them ready for their next job, and sometimes it's just coaching them on how to deal with issues pertaining to their job and helping them to guide them through that process. We have a Microsoft Office certification program that we brought into the county. It is free to any King County employee that wants to get certified. It's not a training, it's actually a certification. So employees who have excellent skills in any of the Microsoft programs, they can come here and get certified.
One of the best messages I think we can send to employees and to ourselves is about approaching our work and our lives with a growth mindset, a get better mindset. There's a lot of research about how we improve better over the long haul if we, rather than focus on being good, that we just focus on continually getting a little bit better. It reminds me a lot of how we approach our processes at the county with a continuous improvement mindset, and when we use lean principles and we look at the process, it allows us to incrementally change things and just continually get a little bit better. Just the same with human beings. If we use a growth mindset, we approach it by looking at what we're doing and understanding that it's not perfect, it's never going to be, but that we just get better and better every day. I think it also allows us to stay relevant, continue learning, and better adjust to the changing needs of our community just pretty naturally.
Well, first of all, we like our employees and we want them to stay, and we want, not only that, we want them to grow. And so when opportunities come up, they are the best resources we have for, delivering the service we need to the community. So we want them to want to be here. And so that's why we are having a big focus on engagement and training and mentoring and coaching, because the employees are our best resource.
Ensuring that all employees have equitable access to learning and career development opportunities is a key priority for King County Executive Dow Constantine. But some employees, including administrative professionals, have not always felt supported in their career aspirations.
I think until the whole training development program really kicked back off, admin support folks weren't getting any attention.
When I first joined the county, there was no administrative support. You pretty much had to kind of claw your way up or learn on your own.
In 2015, Deputy County Executive Rhonda Berry pushed for the creation of a new program to recognise and help guide administrative professionals in moving forward with their career goals.
Well, first thing I did was I talked to Career Support Services. So again, thinking about maximizing resources, how could I use Career Support Services to work with employees who were here, who intended to stay here and wanted to expand their scope. And so I contacted Teresa Roscoe. She and Lily Stansberry came over and met with me. So I presented this idea to them. You know, what can we do to develop, provide opportunities, and make it easier for administrative professionals to both enhance their administrative professional skills, to learn about other opportunities in the county. Could we create some special duty assignments? Could we do some short-term temporary things? What could we do for administrative professionals? We seem to have a lot going on for other employees in other classifications. And so that's what I did. I called Career Support Services and said, hey, I've got an idea, can you guys help me with it?
I've heard good things. I think mostly that people are just really excited that the county is putting an effort towards supporting and building their admin support staff. It's such an important body of work, and just to be able to give them additional skills. I mean, everybody can use some extra work in, customer service and how to be more organized, but really to encourage them to think about what their next steps might be. Like, what might they grow into? What kind of jobs could they possibly look for into the future and see themselves doing? And that's just been really super encouraging to everyone.
I do think things are changing for administrative staff, and I think because this particular group started, the Administrative Professionals Group, we've done focus groups where admin staff have come and talked to us about not being able to go to training, not feeling supported, and not even shown that there is a way up, that you don't have to stay where you are. And you don't have to move to another department to move up either, So that's the biggest thing I've seen.
For the program to succeed, it was important that the county worked closely with Labor representatives.
Yes, Labor is partnering with the county on the Administrative Professionals Program. In fact, I'm one of the subcommittee members for the Administrative Professionals Group, and I work very closely with both the administrative professionals on the committee as well as Teresa Roscoe and Lily Stansberry from Career Support Services.
The positive response has been overwhelming. I didn't realize, I did talk to a few people before I took this idea to Teresa and Career Support Services. What I've heard since then is overwhelmingly, thank you for doing this. This is so great. We didn't know anyone was paying attention to us. We didn't know that someone would listen to us. And so that's what I've heard. Even employees who haven't yet been able to take advantage of the program, knowing that it exists, knowing that they have opportunities, they're just really grateful, thankful, and excited.